Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to change the height of this inductive Z limit switch, mainly because if you can see right here, basically when I try to level the Z axis, the switch didn't get indicated until way too late. You can see actually the nozzle tip kind of punctured this this kind of advertisement. So what I need to do is I need to lower that sensor so that it triggers the Z offset a little faster, a little sooner, so we don't drag and gouge this nozzle tip into the build platform. So here goes nothing. First off, Printrbot, they give you these laser cut tools here, so we'll see how well they work. But basically, you want to hold one nut steady while you loosen the other nuts, because that's what basically keeps everything locked together, right? And since we want this thing to stop sooner, we basically want that sensor switch to be further down. So I'm just going to hold this and basically loosen up this screw here, and that's about 1/8 of an inch. That's actually quite a bit, but we're going to start there because it's better to be too conservative, and as opposed to too close, and then you go and you damage your machine. So now I'm by hand basically tightening this up on the bottom. I've already lowered it just by simply loosening the top nut, and I'm just going to tighten this up. And remember, it doesn't have to be crazy tight here. You know, this is not going to be driving over 100,000 miles of road. I mean, it will vibrate, but you might as well just keep it. And watch your cable up above here. It looks like it wants to twist a little bit. So I'm going to put this back in the corner, and I'm going to hit my home Z button. Actually, home all button, because it wants me to do all of them. So now it's going to go down, and ideally, okay, so now we're way off, right? So now we're like a good, I don't know, a good maybe 1/16 of an inch off the platform. Now I could just leave it there and then just do a Z offset, but you kind of want to be closer than that. So let's see if we can't go back and do this again. Loosen this one up, right? Hold them both there. Now the whole righty-tighty, lefty-loosey thing you might have learned one day is all backwards here, so you just got to kind of look at which way things move. So the other thing you can look at too is that your inductive switch should definitely not be lower than your nozzle tip. So I can see here that that's definitely the case, so I'm going to keep going. Okay, let's try that. Okay, homing all axes again. We're getting there. It's still pretty tight, but actually this is a pretty thick card. A lot of people do it with just paper, right? So we can see if that's probably better in general. We can probably leave it like that. Now we'll fine tune the adjustment on the slicing program itself. So that's how you adjust your inductive switch.